100%. And, speaking about Sarri, his former club Lazio, I mean, not Lazio, his former club Napoli, they played Genoa, of course. And, Genoa is a team that I think, they aren't in the best situation right now. But also, Genoa against Napoli, they always seem to really play up to Napoli standards when they play Napoli. And for some reason, I think everyone has that team, Juve and Udinese, Genoa and Napoli. For
Yeah.
us, I'd say maybe Sassuolo. We usually play like Prime Barca against us. Like there's always a team that really plays up when they play against you, and I think Genoa is that team for Napoli. And I know, Dan, you're gonna get into way more detail than I am. Just quick notes that I noticed.
Yeah.
Number one, Fabian Ruiz, fantastic, great goal. Overall, I think maybe you'd agree. I don't think Napoli played the best overall, but at the end of the day, it really matters is the win. They got the win. They found a way. And that's what you've noticed so far. I think with Spalletti, you're not going to see Napoli play the same football they played under Sarri. I think Gattuso probably does play better football than Spalletti overall, even though it
There was a
wasn't the
few
best.
times, there was a few times where Napoli looked like they were prime Barcelona or prime Milan, but then there was times where we looked like we were relegation sides, that we were just scrapping up for points. But yeah, it wasn't the prettiest game, but the job was done. Just to say.
Yeah, I think the one thing is Spalletti, obviously I don't rate him at all as a coach. I feel like as the season goes on, he usually starts getting worse with a team. I think history shows that, but one thing he does do well is he finds ways to win games, and Petagna, great goal,
Yeah.
interesting celebration.
Yeah,
But
I'll get into that after.
for those of you who want to see it, I don't know if we'll get into too much detail about that, but search it up and quick Google search. I'm pretty sure you'll see what we're talking about. But yeah, Napoli found a way to win, and at this point it's very important because generally you may look at Genoa and say, oh, it's an easy team to beat, whatever. But Juve tied to Udinese, lost to Empoli, Atalanta tied to Bologna. These small teams you can easily slip up against and lose points, and these are not the games you want to lose points in. So Napoli did a great job to come off a win. But Dan, what did you think?
Yeah, no, it wasn't. To start off, I think we played pretty good too. Like in the first half, we played pretty good. We had some chances with Insigne, Politano, Lozano. Interesting front three, regardless to say. But speaking about the match, I think now that if you really think of it, our goal came off when Insigne was on the left side, switched the pitch to Politano, who picked out Fabian Ruiz, and Ruiz, what a shot! When this guy, I said too, like he's always inconsistent for me. But when this guy can play like he can, he's a very good midfielder. It wasn't his strongest game by any means. He got the goal, but regardless of the goal, he really didn't impress me too much this match. But at the end of the day, we got the W, which is all that matters. For me, if we have to go back to this front three against Juventus, which most likely we might not, maybe Petagna, I think Petagna can start the game. He proved to Napoli where there was transfer rumors that he might have joined Sampdoria right after the match. Spalletti put him in. He got the goal that we needed actually because we were tied at one apiece, which was very, very poor defending by Napoli. We switched off for 1 second. Di Lorenzo allowed Cambiaso to cut in to get the goal. Again, poor man marking from Di Lorenzo and from Rui too for pushing too late and not forcing him to cross it in. The guy had, you could say he had like 2 hours to cross it and picked out Cambiaso back post, and beautiful goal from Genoa. There was also a goal disallowed from Genoa where Meret went up to claim the ball and he got fouled, and the play went on still, and Genoa scored. But if you look at the replay, there was a foul, and especially nowadays, the referees do protect the goalies more often than they say they would in the past. So you look at the replay, it's a clear foul. Some people look at it and say, oh, it was 50-50. You can see why it was given, but you can also see why, like, it wasn't, given the goal. So it's all debates, but at the end of the day, there was contact made with the goalie, and it's a foul. Any slight contact with the goalie, and especially if you're not playing the ball, the guy didn't even make an attempt at the ball. Like I can't remember who it was. He didn't make an attempt at the ball, and a foul occurred. But Meret made some nice saves at this game. I've been very impressed with Meret this season so far when he was called upon. I think this year could be his year that he enrolls as the starter for Napoli throughout the whole season. Maybe switch off a few times with Ospina because of a cup game or Europa League. But overall, I really like the way that Lobotka has been playing. I feel like he's a new player. For me, he's been very impressive these last few games. Even been very impressive from him throughout the preseason. Koulibaly has been a monster. Him and Manolas have been pretty good so far this season. And one player I think Napoli could use a lot more this season, especially now that we kept him, is Unas. He came in, and then you can jump in if you really want to. And
Yeah.
he was deking out everybody. He looked like he was, like, I'm not trying to say he's Messi, obviously, but the way he dribbled past some defenders, it was like Messi. Like, it was like, holy shit, this guy, always knew he had skill. And I think last season, the loan at Crotone really helped him develop his game, especially develop in the Serie A and the way that they're played. So if he can utilize his dribbling and his speed and his creativity, I feel like he could be a big fixture for us. And he can even start at some times when Insigne needs a break. Start maybe if Lozano's not fit or Politano. So it was at the end of the day, I was very happy we got the W, especially late it was. It's always Napoli, can never make things easy for me. But I give credit to Petagna, who there's a lot of rumors of him leaving, came into the match, put the rumors in the back of his mind, scored the goal, ran to Spalletti, and apparently Spalletti said to him, "You're not going anywhere." And I feel like with the rumors end, and that's why he did the celebration that he did. I'm not going to get into it because you guys can look at it if you really want to. It's a weird celebration we've been doing the last few games. Hopefully it's not a trend. Yeah, no, I give Napoli a lot of credit, give Spalletti a lot of credit. I'm not the biggest Spalletti fan, but at the end of the day, Napoli got the W, and that's all that matters at the end of the day.
Yeah, that was a very interesting celebration. Like I said, want to have a quick Google search, you can see what it
Yeah,
was.
it's just back-to-back games we've done it. Like it's like who's coaching, Spalletti or Simeone? Like it's back-to-back games we've been doing that celebration, and hopefully it doesn't we don't do it again, but we'll see. Soccer players are weird when it comes to celebrations sometimes.
Yeah, maybe you're working on a trading ground. It wouldn't surprise me, Spalletti as a manager, so who knows?
Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Or you put cones and run up and down while you're doing it. But yeah, no, great win by Napoli. And like I said, these games, they seem easy on the outside, but it's very easy to lose points against these top teams.